संस्कृतं नरंश्चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये वेदे रामायणेश्चैव प्राणी भारती तथा अद्यौचन्ति च मध्ये च हरि सर्वत्र गीयते मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमं वन्दे श्रीगुरु दिनतारिणे परमानंदमाधवं परमानंद ही माधव पदं रुचि मकरंद से मकरंद पान करी आनंदे बोलो हरि हरि हरिंक नामे मानव वेला पारी करिबे चुगाड़वा से चुगाड़वांग पैरी मन मरहु निरंतरे मन निरंतरे रहु हा कृष्ण बोली जाओ कृष्ण बोली जाओ जीव मत उद्धर राधा धर्म प्रोज्झित कैतवत्रो परम निर्मत्सराणां स्वतां वेद्यम वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किंवा प्रेरीश्वर सद्यो हृद्यो वरुध्यो त्यत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिः तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरुगलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पीबतो भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः अनर्थो पशमं साक्षात् भक्तियोगं अधोक्ष्यते लोकस्य जानतो विध्वंसक्री सात्वत संहितां यस्यां वैश्रूयमाणायां कृष्णे परमपुरुषे भक्तिरुत्पद्यते पुंस शोकमोह भयापहा श्रीमद्भागवतं पुराणममलं तद्वैष्णवानां प्रियं यस्मिन् पारमहंस्यमेकममलं ज्ञानं परं गीयते तत्र ज्ञानो विराग भक्ति सहित नैष्कर्म्य महाविष्कृतं तत्शृणन् सुपठन् विचारण परो भक्त्या विमुच्ये नर अर्थोऽयं ब्रह्मसूत्राणां भारतार्थो विनिर्णयो गायत्री भाष्यरूपसु वेदार्थो परिगृहीतो सर्ववेदेतिहासानं सारं सारं समुद्रतं सर्ववेदान्तसारं हि श्रीमद्भागवतं इष्यति तद्रसामृततृप्तस्य नान्यत्र स्यदति क्वचित् कृष्ण भक्ति रसस्वरूप श्री भागवत ताते वेदशास्त्र হইতে परम महत्व चारि वेद उपनिषदे যত কিছু হয় তার অর্থ লইয়া ব্যাস করিল সঞ্চয় যেই সূত্রে যেই রূপ বিষয় বচন ভাগবতে সেই রূপ শ্লোক নিবন্ধন জীবের নিস্তার লাগি সূত্র কইল ব্যাস মায়াবাদী ভাষ্য শুনিলে হয় সর্বনাশ যাও ভাগবত পড়ো বৈষ্ণবের স্থানে একান্ত আশ্রয় করো চৈতন্য চরণে भागवत যে না মানে সে যবন সম তার শাস্তা আছে জন্মে জন্মে প্রভু জম Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of all Vedic literature. Last contribution of Srila Vyasadeva and Srimad Mahaprabhu says Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Amalam Prima Pumartha Mahan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matamidum Tatradharana Para spotless proof, Amar Pramana, and Prema Pumartha Mahan, Prema Bhakti Tattva has been said in this Bhagavata, and we accept it. Nigama Kalpatara Galitam Phalam Sukha Mukhadamrita Drava Sanjutam Pivato Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavuka. This Srimad Bhagavatam is the most ripened, sweetest, and nectarian juicy fruit of Vedic tree, and it has come out from the leaves of Sukadeva Goswami. Sukha literally means parrot. Generally, parrot touches that fruit which is very sweet, and after being tossed by parrot, it becomes much sweeter. Similarly, this Srimad Bhagavatam is the most ripened, sweetest, juicy, nectarian juicy fruit of Vedic tree, and after it has come out from lips of Sukadeva Goswami, it has become much sweeter. Rasika Bhuibhavuka, those who have developed taste for it, taste this nectar, nectarian mellow juice coming out from Srimad Bhagavatam, such devotees, and the developed taste and is releasing. We invite, we call those devotees, Muhu, again and again, please come, please come, please come and taste this nectar. Sa jasyang vaisriyamana krishne paramapurushe bhakti rutpadite punsa sokamoho bhayapaha. Only by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, one can very easily develop Krishna Prem Bhakti, which is fifth Purusartha, supreme Purusartha, which is the aim of human birth. Only by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam one can very easily develop such Prem Bhakti. Jasyang Vaisriyamana Krishne Paramapurushe Bhakti Rutpadite Soka Moho Bhayapaha. If someone can develop that Prem Bhakti, all his material fears, lamentations, and delusions are destroyed forever. Sthane sthita srutigatang tanubang manovir ja prayaso ajito jito apyasi staistrilokyang. 10th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam says, this is a statement given by Lord Brahma. Sthane sthita jnane prayaso udapasya namantayevo jivanti sammukritang bhavadiyo vartam sthane sthita srutigatang tanubang manovir ja prayaso ajito jito apyasi staistrilokyang. No need of speculation. Jnana prayasa udapasya namantayevo. It's Gyan Prayas. Gyan Prayas means by your own endeavor. If you try or make effort to understand that supreme truth, that means speculation. You cannot understand. Jnana Prayas udapasya. One should give it up immediately, this process of speculation, by your own endeavor to understand it. Jnana prayas udapasya namantayo jivanti sammukharitang bhavadiyo vartang sthane sthita srutigatang tanubang manovir ja prayaso jito jito apyasista. Only one thing is required, your aural reception is required. Your aural reception, just here. That is it. Just here, your aural reception is required. Nothing, no question of speculation. In whatever position one is, anesthetha, no need of changing position. If someone is in brahmachari position, let him be there. Someone in grihastha position, let him be there. Someone is vanaprasthi position, let him be there. Someone is sannyas position or jativrata position, let him be there. But one thing is required, to hear Srimad Bhagavatam, sthane sthita srutigatang tanubang manovir. Only hear Srimad Bhagavatam from the right source, bona fide source. That means Bhakta Bhagavata, who is an embodiment of Bhagavata, go and approach such a Bhakta Bhagavata, embodiment of Bhagavata, and hear Bhagavata from him. With concentrated attention, putting full faith in it. That is the only thing required. Then you will develop such Krishna Prem Bhakti. Thane sthita srutigatang tanubang ja prayaso ajito jito apyasistrilokyam. Thereby you will be able to conquer the unconquerable. Krishna is known as Ajita. Ajita means unconquerable. Nobody can conquer him. But only that devotee was developed. Prem Bhakti can conquer him. Bhaktir jitatum, bhaktir baddhatum. Bhaktir jitatum, bhaktir baddhatum. Only is to be conquered by Prem Bhakti and to be bound up by Prem Bhakti. Only by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam one can develop this Prem Bhakti very easily, provided he hears it from bona fide source, not bogus source. As for example, This Parikshit Maharaj heard. Parikshita Sravani. Parikshit Maharaj only heard. He had only 7 days time. Dying condition. His dying condition, only 7 days time. Only he heard Srimad Bhagavatam from Sukadeva Goswami. Sukadeva Goswami, the bona fide authority who knows Bhagavata, who has heard Bhagavata from bona fide source. Therefore, he, within very short time, he developed such Prem Bhakti and achieved the supreme perfection of life. That is what said. Bhagavato jena mane se javana sama, tar sasta achi janme janme prabhu java. One who doesn't accept Bhagavata, teachings given in Bhagavata, conclusions, siddhantas given in Bhagavata, is mlecho and javan. He is to be punished by Jamaraj life after life. There is no doubt in it. জীবের নিস্তার লাগি সূত্র কইল ব্যাস মায়াবাদী ভাষ্য শুনিলে হয় সর্বনাশ Vyasdev, Srila Vyasdev is the compiler of Vedanta Sutra. And he has given the commentary on Vedanta Sutra. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, natural commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam. Vedanta Sutra is Srimad Bhagavatam. Vyasadev has compiled Vedanta Sutra and he has given commentary. This is Srimad Bhagavatam. But Mayavadis, the followers of Shankaracharya, who is the propounder of Mayavad philosophy, they don't accept Bhagavata. They don't speak from Bhagavata. Shankaracharya has compiled an imaginative commentary on Vedanta Sutra that is known as Haririk Vasya. Mahaprabhu gives caution. Don't go to Mayavadis. Don't hear from them. Mayavadi Vasya sunle hoy surbonas. If you hear Mayavadi Vasya, Mayavad commentary on Vedanta Sutra, then all your bhakti vruti will be completely done, finished, destroyed. Mahaprabhu has given. Therefore, jao bhagavata pado Vaishnava sthane. Ekanta asra karo chaitanya charane. Go and approach a Vaishnava, a bhakta bhagavato, an embodiment of bhagavato, and hear and study bhagavato under his guidance. And completely take shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ekanta asra karo chaitanya charane. Completely take shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What is the need? What is the need of taking shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Yes. Can you tell me?
So we can develop pure love of God.
Yes. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives freely love of Godhead. Isn't it? Yes. It's Prema Purushottama Chaitanya Gauranga. Krishna is Lila Purushottama, Lord Ram is Marjada Purushottam, and Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Prema Purushottama. He gives Prema. Krishna Prema, no avatar. Even Krishna doesn't give. But in form of Mahaprabhu gives Prema freely. So how that Prema is necessary to or needed to understand Srimad Bhagavatam? That's the next question. Yes. Tell me. Please come here. Then I can look to you directly. Yes. Please tell me. What's your name, please? Mahaprabhu. Then you become bona fide das of Mahaprabhu. Then you can answer the question. Yes. How this Prem Bhakti is needed to understand Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes. Please tell Mahaprabhu Das. I want to be your Das. You as Mahaprabhu Das, Dasanu Das. Then my life will be successful. Yes, please tell me. Yes, please tell me. What is it? কৃষ্ণ তুল্য ভাগবত বিভু সর্বাশ্রয়, প্রতি শ্লোকে প্রতি অক্ষরে নানা অর্থ কয়। চৈতন্য ভাগবত, বৃন্দাবন দাস ঠাকুর আছে। This is not mere book. Krishna Tulya Bhagavata is as good as Krishna. Do you understand, Mahaprabhu Das? It's not mere book. It's as good as Krishna. It's Krishna's Vani incarnation. Bhagavato Tulasi Gangayo Bhakto Joni Chaturtha Vigraho Krishna Icharisane. In the material world, there are 4 manifestations of Krishna. Chaitanya Bhagavata says. Do you understand? Bhagavata, Tulasi, Ganga, Bhakta. Understand me? My language? You understand all my language? These are 4 manifestations of Krishna in this material world. So, it's non-different from Krishna, it's Krishna himself. Krishna Tulya Bhagavata Vibhu Sarvasra. Krishna is Vibhu. Vibhu means Supreme Lord. And Sarvasra, we all take shelter of Krishna. Similarly, Bhagavata is also Vibhu. Do you understand, Mahaprabhu? Bhagavata is also Vibhu, is also Lord, because as good as Krishna. And we should take shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam. Prati shloke, prati akshari, nana artha koy. In every verse, even in every word, even in every letter, many, many meanings are there. You understand? Srimad Bhagavatam. If you want to explain one verse from Srimad Bhagavatam completely, it will take days together. Days together. Because Prati shloke, prati akshare, nana artha koy that person. In every verse, in every word, every letter, many, many meanings are there. That's a fact. Mahaprabhu has done so. Do you understand? So, how can one understand Krishna? Approach Krishna. Yes, Mahaprabhu Das.
Taking shelter to the Das Das.
Bhaktyaham ekaya grajya. Bhaktyastu ananaya labhya. Bhaktyamang abhijanati. Repeatedly, Krishna has said. He himself has said how one can understand him or approach him. Namang sadeti jogam na sankhyaṁ na dharmodhava no sudhyaya tapastyago tatha bhaktir mamorjita. 11th canto. Srimad Bhagavatam. It says to Uddhava. You understand? Namang sadeti jogam na sankhyaṁ na dharmodhava. Sudhyaya tapastyaga. Nothing. You understand? So, if someone does this mystic yoga sadhana, still he cannot understand me and approach me. Namang sadhana yoga no sankhyaṁ. If someone does sankhyalocana, analytical study, or jnana sadhana, still he cannot understand me. Namang sadhana yoga no sankhyaṁ na dharma. If someone very strictly follows the principles of so-called religiosity, he cannot also understand. Do you understand? Namang sadhiti yoga no sankhya no dharma no swadhyaya. Swadhyaya means Vedic study. Someone may study Vedas, acquire Vedic knowledge, become Vedic Pandit. Still, he cannot understand me. So that tapa, someone may undergo very severe austerity and penance. Still he cannot understand. Tyaga, one may give up everything. Complete detachment, vairagya. Do you understand? Still he cannot. Krishna says, Namang sadhit yogam no sankhyaṁ no dharmodhava no swadhyaya tapastyaga jatha bhaktir mamorjita. As one understands me, by bhakti. Do you understand? Understand me by bhakti. Do you understand? Only bhakti labhya. Huh? Do you understand? Gajendra. Do you understand Gajendra? Huh? An elephant, you see. So what tapasya he had done? How he could get? Huh? You understand? Only by bhakti, nothing else. It's only bhakti. Similarly, only by bhakti you can understand Bhagavata. No, you cannot understand Bhagavata by dint of your material learning or scholarship or merit or yoga or tapasya. Do you understand? Bhaktya bhagavatam grajyam na buddhya na satikaya. Shivaji says, Shivaji, one of the Mahajanas who knows Bhagavata. You understand? He says, Bhaktya bhagavatam grajyam na buddhya na satikaya. Only by bhakti, pure bhakti, one can understand Bhagavata. He cannot understand Bhagavata by dint of his material learning and scholarship, merit, intelligence, or some may say, there are many commentators who was given commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam. And of them, Sridhar Swami is the best commentator. Do you understand? Sridhar Swami is the best commentator. Mahaprabhu has accepted. Sridhar Swami Guru Kari Mani. Siddhara Anugata Kara Bhagavata Vyakhyan. He has said to that Vallabhacharya. You understand? Yes. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is there. He has given commentary. Madhvacharya has given commentary. Jiva Goswami has given commentary. Many authorities, acharyas are there. Those who have given commentaries, and all are written in Sanskrit. Some may think, yes, I am a Sanskrit scholar. I can take help of the commentaries and can understand Bhagavatam. But Shivaji said, no. Bhaktya bhagavatam grajyam na buddhya na satikaya. Only by bhakti you can understand. You cannot understand Bhagavata by dint of material scholarship, learning, or taking help of commentaries or your intelligence merit. Only bhakti. Therefore, ekantasraya karo chaitanya charani. Completely takes shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya because he gives freely prem bhakti. Otherwise, you cannot approach. Do you understand? Mahaprabhu Das. So, become pure, bona fide Das of Mahaprabhu and understand Bhagavatam that way. So, there are many things are there. This is all glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam. As we glorify Lord Krishna, and we also glorify Srimad Bhagavatam before going to it, approaching Srimad Bhagavatam, reading and speaking on it. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 2, text 17. Shrutang Sokatha Krishna Punya Sravana Kirtana Rudyasto hi avadrani Vidhunoti Srut Sadang Shrutang Sokatha Krishna Punya Sravana Kirtana Rudyasto hi avadrani Vidhunoti Srut Sadang. Anybody can repeat? No. Sokatha Krishna Punya Sravana Kirtana Rudyasto hi avadrani Vidhunoti Srut Sadang. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is Paramatma, super soul in everyone's heart and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. Please repeat translation. Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is Paramatma, super soul, in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee, who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous, when properly heard and chanted. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Messages of personality of Godhead Sri Krishna are none different from him. Whenever, therefore, offenseless hearing and glorification of God are undertaken, it is to be understood that Lord Krishna is present there in the form of transcendental sound, which is as powerful as the Lord personality. You understand, Mahaprabhu Das? Messages of personality of God as Sri Krishna are none different from him. Krishna Katha and Krishna are none different. There's no difference. If someone will think it different from him, then he commits aparadh, offense, nama aparadh. So it is said. Therefore, I first said, this Srimad Bhagavatam is what? The Bani incarnation of Krishna is as good as Krishna, none different from Krishna. It's Krishna Katha. The same thing. Therefore, offenseless hearing and glorification of God are undertaken. One should not commit this offense. You understand? He should not think that Krishna Katha is different from Krishna. He's as good as Krishna, Krishna himself. Otherwise, he will commit offense. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada Maharaj says, offenseless hearing and glorification of God. Therefore, we first glorified Srimad Bhagavatam. You understand? That should be done. Glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam, because it's as good as Krishna, none different from Krishna. Otherwise, you will commit offense. You understand? It is to understood that Lord Krishna is present there, form of transcendental sound. Yes. Lord Krishna is present there in form of transcendental sound. He descends in the form of transcendental sound. Do you understand? Therefore, one should hear Krishna Katha, Bhagavatam, from the right source, from the pure lips of a Vaishnava, who is an embodiment of Bhagavata. দুই স্থানে ভাগবতের নাম শোনা যায়, এক গ্রন্থ ভাগবত আর এক ভক্ত ভাগবত। দুই ভাগবত দ্বারা দিয়া ভক্তি রস আপনি হয়ে প্রেমে বস। Do you understand? In two places we'll hear this word name Bhagavata. One is Grantha Bhagavata or Bhakta Bhagavata. One is the book Bhagavata and one is Bhakta Bhagavata, devotee Bhagavata. Do you understand? Two places we hear. দুই ভাগবত দ্বারা দিয়া প্রেম রস, ভক্তি রস। And Krishna gives this bhakti rasa, mela bhakti, through these two Bhagavatas. Do you understand? Grantha Bhagavata and Bhakta Bhagavata. Do you understand? And he himself becomes bound up with that bhakti, prema bhakti. Apane hoy bosha. Do you understand? Yes, that is our goal of human birth. Labdha sudurlabhidam bahusambhavante manusya marthada manityam apiya dhira. 11th canto. Srimad Bhagavatam says, Labdha sudurlabhidam bahusambhavante manusya marthada manityam apiya dhira. Do you understand me? Understand my language? Huh? You should understand this thing. This human birth, human body is rarely achieved. Do you understand? Durlabham. After undergoing Bahusambhavante, after undergoing lakhs of species of life, this has been achieved, rarely achieved human birth. Do you understand? Labdha sudlovidum bahusambhavanti. One should not think that accidentally I have gotten it. No. After undergoing lakhs of species of life, one gets this. Rarely, as Krishna gives chance. Krishna gives chance, gives this human birth. He gives chance thereby. Rarely achieved. Why? Manusya marthada manitya mapyo dhira. Why it is rarely achieved? What is the purpose of this human birth? Yes. What is the purpose? Yes.
Self-realization.
Arthada verses. Manusya marthada. Arthada. Anitya. At the same time also. One may think, all right, this is very good. I have already undergone lots of species of life. Now I have gotten this human birth. Do you understand? So no more other species. Now it will continue forever. No. No. That verse says no. It's anitya. Temporary. Any moment it will finish, this human body. Death may come at any time, isn't it? Any moment. Ke jaane kahar aaj mujhse rahi ji. Who knows? Today the death may come, isn't it? Today may come. This moment may come. Yes, such uncertainty is there. One should not think that yes, it will continue forever because I have already undergone all lakhs of species of no such thing. But arthada means dharma, artha, kam, moksha. Do you understand me? Huh? Understand my language? Dharma, artha, kam, moksha. In English say religiosity, dharma, artha, economic development, kama, material fulfillment, material desires, moksha, liberation. Isn't it, Maharaj? These are called four purusarthas. And above this fifth one is, we say, fifth purusartha, panchama purusartha, and supreme purusartha. That is Krishna Prema Bhakti. That is Krishna Prema Bhakti. And this rarely achieved human birth is meant for it. Do you understand me? Arthada, therefore it says. This rarely achieved human birth is meant for that Krishna Prema Bhakti. In other words, to get Krishna. Do you understand? Because Krishna is only captured by Prema Bhakti. He becomes bound up with Prema Bhakti. No other means is there. Way is there. I already said. So this human birth, rarely achieved human birth is meant for it. Huh? That is our goal. Goal of life. So it is said. Only by hearing, the question of hearing is said. Krishna is present there in the form of transcendental sound. This Krishna Katha is not different from Krishna. Krishna comes here. Krishna has his abode in spiritual sky. Topmost planet is Krishna Loka, Golaka Vrindavan. That is his abode. He is there. He is always engaged in his Nitya Leela, eternal loving pastimes there. Do you understand? Why he comes here? Has he any business here? In the material world? No business. He has no business here. It's a material world. It's quite opposite to transcendental world, spiritual world. Do you understand? But still he comes here, distress here. Why? Because he is Sruhudam Sarvabhutanam. Huh? Gita, he says. Sruhudam Sarvabhutanam. I am the only well-wishing friend of all living entities. You understand? This is not at all a place, this material world. Temporary, dukkhalayam. You understand? It's asaswatam dukkhalayam. It's temporary, but that world is eternal. It is dukkhalayam, it's filled with misery, miserable platform. That is sukhalaya, anandamaya. You understand? Krishna is Sachidananda. Sachidanandamaya, Sanamaya, Chinmaya, Anandamaya. Full of eternity, full of knowledge, full of blissfulness, transcendental blissfulness, Ananda, Sukha, joy. Ah. This world is complete opposite. Ah. But he descends here because he is our well-wishing friend and manifests his leelas, transcendental leelas here. You understand? He manifests transcendental leelas here. Vikriti tabadabadum vividincha Vishnu. 10th canto. He descends here and manifests his leelas. Krishna has only one leela. Really Krishna. You understand? Jasodanandana Krishna. Nandanandana Krishna. Mahaprabhu says. Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, but he came as Bhakta to teach us. That I was saying last evening. Aradhya Bhagavan Pradeshatanaya Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachid Upasana Brajabadhu Vargena Jakalpita. Mahaprabhu says. Brajendra Nandana Krishna. Brajeshatanaya Krishna. Son of Nanda Maharaj. Son of Jasoda Mata. That Krishna. What is that Krishna? How is he? Huh? It is significant. It is significant. That Mahaprabhu says. Aradhya Bhagavan Brajeshatanaya. He never says Devaki Nandan Krishna. He never says that thing. Vasudeva Nandan Krishna. He never says that thing. Mahaprabhu says Aradhya Bhagavan Brajeshatanaya. It's significant. This is significant. Son of Nanda Maharaj, son of Jasoda Mata. He is to be worshipped. What is significant? Huh? Krishna in Brajabhumi. Vrindavan is always Kishore Krishna. 10, 11 years old Krishna is Kishore. Nitya Kishore. Eternally Kishore. It's all beautiful. That is all beautiful. You understand? Mahaprabhu does. Huh? That is beautiful. Kishore Krishna is beautiful. Khandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesa Sobham. His beauty far excels that of crores of cupids. Crores of cupids. Cupid is very beautiful here in material world, isn't it? He enchants everybody. Cupid, developing urge of this sex. A Cupid has a bow and arrow made up of flowers. Fulodhan, Fulosa. And shoots that arrow. And everybody. Thereby are just the urges of sex. Do you understand? Yes. And they're beautiful enchants. But Krishna's beauty far excels crores of cupids. Crores of cupids. All beautiful Krishna. Do you understand? Madhurya Ganilaya Krishna. He is known as Madan Mohan. Madan means Cupid. And he enchants Cupid. Krishna enchants Cupid, that Madan Mohan. Huh? Vrindavane aprakrita novino mardana. That Krishna in Vrindavan is Nobina, always fresh, young Madan, Cupid, transcendental Cupid, and chants this material Cupid. So beautiful. Do you understand? Someone is fortunate, sees that beauty. His eyes see that beauty. Beauty of that Kishore Krishna, of beautiful Krishna. He will never be enchanted by Cupid anymore. Do you understand? Mahaprabhu Das. Huh? Follow me. Huh? He'll never be enchanted by Cupid. Cupid cannot do anything to him. His eyes see such a beautiful Krishna, Brajesanandana Krishna, Jasudananda Krishna, ever fresh, young, fresh Kishore, all beautiful. Huh? That is the real, what is the, huh? That is the real, what you say, benefit, purpose, real purpose of possessing this eyes. Otherwise, what is the benefit of this use of this eyes? Better blind yourself, become blind. Huh? If we cannot see all beautiful form of Krishna, Kivala, what benefit is there? Possessing these eyes, we cannot see all beautiful form of Krishna. Huh? You understand? So, that is said. Krishna comes here, descends here, and manifests his leelas, that leela. What he is doing there in Brajabhumi, Golak, Vrindavan. Ras leela, dancing in Ras. Do you understand? With gopis. That is Kishore Krishna's only one leela. Do you understand, Mahaprabhu Das? Vikridita Brajabadhu. Brajabadhu, damsels of Brajabhumi. Viridincha Vishnu. He does. He manifests that leela here. Why? Because this leelas will be recorded. Do you understand? Recorded in this Shastra like Srimad Bhagavatam Prema Pumarthu Mahan. Do you understand? And this should be heard, this should be recited. And from the right source. Right source. Then, what is the result? Apihunati asu hrudroga kamam. That is the result. You have a heart disease. Isn't it, Mahaprabhu Das? You have a heart disease. Is diseased heart patient. All right? Correct? You have heart disease, isn't it? Everybody has heart disease or disease persons, patients. What is that heart disease? Yes, not having love for Krishna. Then what is there in your heart? Lost. No love, but lost. Kama. Don't follow my language. That is Hrudroga Kama. That lost is the heart disease. Everybody has this disease. Do you understand? But if you hear this transcendental leelas of Krishna, Kishore Krishna, from the right source, then apihinoti asu hrudroga kama. Your heart disease will be immediately cured. Do you follow my language? All right? Understandable? Immediately cured. This is what. So he descends here and manifests this thing. And this is what. And his leelas, his kathas, pastimes are none different from him. And he descends through this words of the Brahma. That is said here. That is said. Hmm. It is to be understood that Lord Krishna present there in the form of transcendental sound, which is as powerful as the Lord personally. Yes, descends through these words. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his Sikhyastaka declares clearly that the holy name of the Lord has all potencies of the Lord, and that he has endowed his innumerable names with the same potency. There is no rigid fixture of time, and anyone can chant holy name with attention and reverence at his convenience. Nam namakari bahudha nija sarva sakti tatrarpita niyamito smaraneno kalo etadrusi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi durdeva idrusi mihajani nanurago. That verse. That is Prabhupada has said. Do you understand? Meaning is here. I quoted the verse. That Prabhupada has said. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his Sikhyastaka declares clearly that the name of the Lord has all potencies of the Lord, and that he has endowed his innumerable names with the same potency. And there is no rigid fixture of time, and anyone can chant the holy name with attention and reverence at his convenience. Huh? You understand? No time, place, circumstances, bar is there. Mahaprabhu says that thing. Ahornisha chinta Krishna bala hovadani. Ki soyani, ki bhojani, ki bajagarani. Do you understand? Ahornisha chinta Krishna bala hovadani. Ki soyani, ki jag. Swapne ki jagarani, ki bhojani. Ahornisha, day and night, 24 hours. This question. Ahar means day, Nisa means night. Day and night, 24 hours. You think of Krishna and utter his name or chant name. Do you understand? Ahornisha chinta Krishna balahodani. Do you understand? Kisan in sleeping state, in dreaming state, in waking state, even at the time of taking food, bhojani. Every moment. Do you understand? That's it. No bar of time, place, and circumstances. Any moment, any place, any time, any condition, one can chant. Do you understand? Yatadrusi tava krupa bhagavan mamapi durdaiva idrusi mihajanina. Oh Lord, you are so wonderfully merciful. Given such opportunity. But I am such a rascal. Isn't it? Durdaiva. I am such a rascal. I cannot develop taste for it. Isn't it? I cannot develop taste for it. I am not chanting. Day and night, 24 hours. Are you chanting? Mahaprabhu Das. Waking state, dreaming state, sleeping state. Huh? Then, yada drusi tava kruva bhagavan mamapi durdaiva drusi mahadani nan. I am such a rascal. Huh? You are such wonderfully merciful. You gave such thing to us. No bar. Do you understand? Still I cannot develop taste for it. Isn't it? Yes. That's this. The Lord is so kind to us that he can present before us personally in the form of transcendental sound. And unfortunately, we have no taste for it. Yes, it's a taste. No ruchi. No taste for hearing, glorifying Lord's name and activities. Then, Durdaiva idrusi mehajani nanura. Same thing. Prabhupada Maharaj has said. We have already discussed developing a taste for hearing and chanting the holy name, holy sound. It is done through the medium of service to the pure devotee of the Lord. How can one develop taste for it? Katha ruchi. Do you understand? Ruchi means taste. One should develop taste for it. Otherwise, how can it chant? I say, Nigamakalpataragalitam phalam. But it is Bhagavata. Huh? This most ripened, sweetest, nectarian, juicy fruit of Vedic tree. And after coming out from the lips of Sukadeva Goswami, it has become much sweeter. Such mellow is there. Huh? Nectarian mellow. Have you developed taste? Are you releasing it, Mahaprabhu Das? Huh? Releasing. Huh? Taste bitter to you? Huh? Does it taste bitter to you? Be frank. Don't be shy. Don't be shy, Mahaprabhu Das. Then how can we become Das of Mahaprabhu? Release it. It's question of releasement. This nectar, this mellow. Huh? How can, here Prabhupada Maharaj says here, how can one develop that taste? We have already discussed developing a taste for hearing and chanting holy sound. It is done through the medium of service to the pure devotee of the Lord. You understand? Medium of the service of the pure devotee of the Lord. The association of pure devotee of the Lord. One should develop greed for it. Do you understand me? Huh? One should develop greed for it. Do you know greed? Lobha? Huh? Have you developed greed for it? You have developed greed for materialistic possessions and material enjoyment. No greed for it. Isn't it? That material greed is your enemy. Kama, krodha, lobha. Etatvayam tejatraya narkasya dvara. Srimad Bhagavad Gita says. Kama, krodha, lobha. Lust, anger, greed. Do you understand? Lust, anger, greed. Give up these three. If you will be affected by them, then they will open your gate towards hell. Traya narkasya dvara. But you should develop greed for this proper utilization of greed. Do you understand, Mahaprabhu Das? Yes. Sadhu sange Krishna katha. এই মাত্র চাই সংসার জিনিতে আর কোন বস্তু নাই। Do you follow my language, Maharaj? সাধু সঙ্গে কৃষ্ণ কথা এই মাত্র চাই সংসার জিনিতে আর কোন বস্তু নাই। One should develop this greed. How can I associate with sadhu, pure sadhu, and hear Krishna katha from him? That is the greed one should develop. And there is no satiation in it. There should be always insatiation. Yes, insatiation. This greed should be developed. Then you can develop taste for it, ruchi. That is said. In the medium of service to the pure devotee of the Lord, one can develop taste. Otherwise, nobody can develop taste. Katharuchi, Srila Jiva Goswami has stressed upon it. You understand? And further verses also come here. Vasudeva Katharuchi, isn't it? Nutpadade jadirating samayeva hi kevalam. That will come. Huh? If you cannot develop taste for Vasudeva Katha, Krishna Katha, it's a useless labor only. Nutpadade jadirating samayeva hi kevalam. Do you understand? Only useless labor. Hmm. The Lord is reciprocally respondent to his devotees. When he sees that a devotee is completely sincere in getting admittance to the transcendental service of the Lord and has thus become eager to hear about him, it's eagerness. Eager to hear about him, the Lord acts from within the devotee in such a way that devotee may easily go back to him. Do you understand what Prabhupada Maharaj said? When he sees that a devotee is completely sincere and getting admittance to transcendental service of the Lord and has thus become eager to hear about him, because it's all nectar. One gets nectar, he will never want to leave it. Give more, give more, give more, give more. No satisfaction. It's just nectar. Isn't it, Mahaprabhu Das? Huh? Have you tested nectar? Huh? Now testing. Very fortunate. It is always in satiation, no satiation. Give more, give more, give more. No satiation to it. Such greed should develop, you say. One must become eager to hear about him. The Lord acts from within. I quoted that verse. Susrusubhi tatkshana dharma prajita kaitavatro parama nirmotsranang satang vidyam. Do you understand? Second verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. This second verse. Dharma prajita kaitavatro. Here is said. You'll find here. It's most important verse. Is most important verse. Yes, part one. Nice. Dharma prajita kaitavatro paramo nirmotsranang sadam vedyam vastu matra vastu sivadam tapatra yanamulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krute Kimma Paridiswaro Sadjo Hrudyo Barudhyo Tetra Krutivi Susrusubhi Tatkhanat. Yes, yes. Susrusu means one who is very eager to hear. That is susrusu. Do you understand? Develops eagerness to hear. Susrusu Sadjo Hrudyo Barudhyo Tetra Krutivi Susrusubhi Tatkhanat. Someone develops this eagerness. I must go. Yes, I'll go and hear Srimad Bhagavatam from sadhu. As soon as it develops such desire, such eagerness in his heart, the Krishna who is there in the heart becomes awakened. Becomes awakened. Do you understand? This is reciprocation. This is reciprocation. Because it's a question of love. Love is not one-sided. It's a question of reciprocation. Lover and beloved. Do you understand, Mahaprabhu Das? Huh? It's lover and beloved question. It's reciprocal. It's reciprocation. Susubhi tatkhanat. Immediately. Tatkhanat means immediately. He becomes awakened. Such reciprocation. And when he comes and hears, concentrated attention with full faith, and relishes this nectar, develops the Krishna prema bhakti, sadjo hrudyo barudhyo, he becomes bound up with that prema in the heart. Do you understand? Yes. Sada muktopi badhasmi bhaktena snarajjavi hari bhakti siddhodaya. ভক্ত আমার প্রেমে বাঁধিয়াছে হৃদয় ভিতরে যাহা নেত্র পড়ে তাহা দেখোই আমারে চৈতন্য চরিতামৃত। You understand? সদা মুক্তোপি বধোস্মি ভক্তেন স্নেহরজ্জবি. Lord says, though I am supremely free, do you understand? Still I am bound up with the rope of love of my dear devotee in his heart. Krishna is in bondage. Huh? Do you understand, Mahaprabhu? Of course, the bondage of this material entanglement, he is in bondage. Wonderful. Isn't it? It's wonderful. Huh? Of course. Huh? This very strong bondage tie of material entanglement, he is in bondage. What sort of bondage it is? It's prema bandhan. It's bondage of love. Do you understand, Mahaprabhu? It's bondage of love. Nothing else. শুদ্ধভাবে ব্রজেশ্বরী করই বন্ধন ব্রজেশ্বরী যশোদা মাতা binds him. How? Huh? Do you know? It's the love of rope only. The love of rope only. Do you understand? Nothing else. It's only love of rope. Krishna can be bound up with the love of rope. Prem bandhan. And he, though he is all powerful, almighty, but he has no power to cut this bondage. Do you understand? No power to cut this bondage. He has admitted, no power, no power. I cannot cut this bondage. I cannot release myself from this bondage. Do you understand? It's a great thief. चोर है नहीं It's a great thief. Huh? Choragraganya, the leader of the thief. Huh? Navanita Chaura. Huh? Steals the butter from the houses of gopis. Huh? Gopi Basana Chaura stole the garments of gopis. Huh? Isn't it? Huh? Bahu Janmakruta Papa Chaura. He steals the sinful reactions of his devotees accumulated from many births. Huh? Chitta Chora. He steals the heart of the devotee. Huh? Allow him to steal your heart. Mahaprabhu Das, but not allowing. Huh? Are you not allowing? Hey, chor! Oh, great chor, thief! Now I have captured you. Where will you go? How can you capture him? Mahaprabhu Das. Huh? With this law only. He becomes bound of sadhya hrudya varudhyate prakriti sususubhi tatkshana. Immediately I become bound up. The rope of love of that devotee who develops eagerness to hear my Krishna, my katha. Do you understand? And hears it. Huh? Thereby you can capture. All right, you great thief. Now you have been captured by me. Now the thief, criminals, do you understand? Those who are committing theft, they are put into prison house. Isn't it? Huh? So you should put him into the prison house. Mahaprabhu Das. What is the prison house? The heart is the prison house. Oh, great soul. Oh, supreme thief. Now you are captured. I'll put now in this prison house my heart and never release you. Be there. Do you understand? Huh? Mahaprabhu Das. That is what needed. Only by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from right source will develop such prem bhakti. Then you can capture that thief and bind him and put him in this prison house of your heart forever. No release, no release. No, there, be there, be there. Isn't it? Huh? Only by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam one can develop such thing. It says that. That is said here. Lord is more anxious to take us back into his kingdom, then we can desire. Most of us do not desire at all to go back to Godhead. Only a very few men want to go back to Godhead. Isn't it? Because by eating stool like hogs, we are so much attached to the material world. Huh? Material enjoyment means eating stool. Isn't it, Mahaprabhu Das? Huh? The hog eats stool and enjoys. Huh? The hog thinks, oh, I am eating such nice thing. Human beings are so full. They don't eat this nice thing, they eat something else. The hog thinks. Do you understand, Mahaprabhu Das? Huh? Hog thinks so. The human beings are so foolish. I am eating such nice things, enjoying, and they are not eating it, they're eating something else. Those who are just after this material enjoyment, they are so much addicted to it. Material enjoyment, they don't want there. If they will go to Vaikuntha, they'll say, oh, this place is very bad. I don't want. Very bad. Do you know? Indra. Heavenly King Indra. Do you understand? Huh? There is so much enjoyment, immense enjoyment in heaven. Do you understand? For one kalpa they are enjoying. Once Indra was cursed by his Guru Brahaspati. Do you understand? So he was born as a hog. Do you understand? Was born as a hog. Completely forgot that he was once Indra. Huh? Became so much attached to it. Huh? This hog, sea hog, he had a wife, produced so many children, eating stool. Do you understand? All are eating stool. Huh? Mounds of stool. Enjoying. One day Brahma thought of, whoa, this was Indra. What is doing? So Brahma came there and told, hey, what are you doing? Don't you know who are you? What are you doing? Eating stool. But didn't hear what Brahma said, didn't hear. Rather got angry and ran towards Brahma, raising his tusk to attack him. Do you understand? Brahma thought of, oh, he's not hearing me. I am saying, what was he? You are Indra, but what are you doing? Brahma could understand. As long as his attachment for this is not destroyed, he won't hear my words. He won't hear. Do you understand? Similarly, as long as you are attached to this material sense enjoyment, Mahaprabhu Das, this katha will never enter into your ear. Will it enter? No, no entrance. No entrance. Do you understand? So Brahma thought of this thing. So Brahma killed his children first. Do you understand? Many children, hundreds of children. All are eating stool. Brahma killed them. When Brahma killed the children, he got very angry. Hey, who are you? What are you doing? Why are you killing my children? Got angry, raising his tusk, ran towards Brahma. You understand? Will you listen to me? What I am saying, but he's not listening. Then Brahma thought of, all right, he can produce more children because his wife is there. So then he killed his wife. Then his wife was killed. Children were killed. Wife was killed. Nobody's there. Then he thought, oh. Then he asked, yes, who are you? What are you saying? Now, don't you know who are you? You are once Indra, heavenly king, enjoying such. Nectar is there. That nectar, Amrut, Huh? What are you doing here? It is true. Then he said, what is that? What are you saying? Heaven. What is that heaven? You want me to go there? You want me to go there? Oh, yes. Now, is there stool? Yes. Is there stool? Yes. Yes. Is there stool? Is there seahorn? Then I'll go there. You see. You see, Mahaprabhu, similarly, it says, huh? Same thing is there. If you don't want to go to Vaikuntha, Prabhupada Maharaj has said that thing. Huh? We don't want to go, but Krishna is so, he's such our well-wishing friend, he's so eager to take us there. Here he says, most of us do not desire at all to go back to Godhead. Only a few men want to go back to Godhead. But anyone who desires to go back to Godhead, Sri Krishna helps in all respect. If you will be taken to Vaikuntha, you'll say, oh, this world is very bad. But no stool is here. No seahawk is here. Indra says, that is there. We are so much addicted to it, attached to it. Unless this is completely finished, destroyed, we cannot develop taste for it. Cannot develop our eagerness for hearing such nectarian Krishna Katha. This Katha will never enter into our ears. Do you understand? Mahaprabhu Das. And Krishna is so kind. He is always eager to help us, to take us back. One cannot enter into the kingdom of God unless one is perfectly cleared of all sins. The material sins are products of our desires to lord it over material nature. It is very difficult to get rid of such desires. Isn't it? Is it easy? Is it easy? To get rid of some material desires? ঘিরেছে নানা অর্থ রে ভাই. Mahajan says, ঘিরেছে নানান অর্থ রে ভাই. Oh brother, you are surrounded with so many anarthas, unwanted things. And one of them is this material desire. Do you understand, Mahaprabhu Das? This asattrusna. 4 types of anarthas are there. One of them is asattrusna. This means not desiring for Krishna, desiring something else than Krishna. You understand? Bhukti kama, mukti kama. Desire for material enjoyment, desire for liberation. These are asattrusna. This is anartha. That is said. That is said here. It's very difficult. Very difficult to get rid of such desires. Women and wealth are very difficult problems for the devotee making progress on the back to Godhead. Many stalwarts in this devotional line fell victim to these allurements and thus retreated from the path of bhakti liberation. But when one is held by the Lord himself, the whole process becomes as easy as anything by the divine grace of the Lord. You understand? It's very difficult to give up these material desires. Many, many lives, lakhs of lives, it is there with us. Do you understand? It's there with us. Very difficult. How can one give up these material desires? Yes. Here Prabhupada Maharaj says, many stalwarts in the devotional line fell victim to these allurements and thus retreated from the path of liberation. But when one is held by Lord himself, the whole process becomes as easy as anything by the divine grace of the Lord. If we can get the mercy of Krishna, do you understand? You can get mercy of Krishna only by the mercy of Krishna. We'll be able to give it up. Otherwise, it's not easy thing to give it up, these material desires. You understand? In 7th canto of Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj, you understand? When Nrsimhadev, Lord Nrsimhadev, asked Prahlad, beg for the boon. I am prepared to give you any boon you ask for. Do you understand? But Prahlad Maharaj said, I don't want any boon. You understand? Lord Nrsimhadev was prepared to give him liberation. But he said, I don't want liberation. I don't want liberation. I don't want to live this. Because so many souls have been suffering here. My heart bleeds. I don't want to be liberated. Only I myself. No. Unless they are all liberated, I don't want. I don't want liberation. Do you understand? And in Chaitanya Leela, Vasudeva Datta said the same thing. And Mahaprabhu says, you are Prahlad. Vasudeva Datta is Prahlad. Yes, but because Prahlad said this same thing, and you are saying. Vasudeva Datta requested Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu, you are Patit Pavan. You are deliverer of the most degraded, most fallen. All are degraded and fallen. They have been suffering here from time immemorial. Please deliver them, one and all. And if you say no, they cannot be delivered. As very great sinful persons. Do you understand? So many sinful reactions are there. They cannot be delivered. Then I say, all right, give all these sinful reactions of all the living entities here. I will remain here and suffer for them. Please deliver them. Who can say so? Who can say so? Huh? Are you prepared to take all the reactions of all the living entities here? Mahaprabhu Das? No. How? Why shall I take and suffer? We are all selfish. Isn't it? We are all selfish. But Vaishnava like Prahlad Maharaj, Vasudeva Datta, they are not selfish. Prayena deva munayo svabhimukti kama maune charanti vijane na prarthanistha. Prahlad Maharaj says. They are selfish. Devatas, munis. Deva munaya. Huh? They want their own liberation. Do you understand? Therefore, the munis go to the forest to do penance sadhana for their own liberation. No prarthanistha. They don't think of the others. Do you understand? They don't think of the others. But Vaishnava thinks. Prahlad Maharaj thinks. Vasudeva Datta thinks. As Vaishnavas like they think. Their heart bleeds, seeing the suffering of the jivas here. Anugrahaya charanti bhavyani bhutani janardanasya. You understand? Out of mercy they descend here. They wander here. The devotees of Lord Janardana, Lord Krishna, they belong to that world. They don't belong to this material world. Huh? Anugrahaya charanti bhavyani bhutani janardana. Out of mercy. Because their heart bleeds, seeing the suffering of the jivas here. तारिते पाम और निज कार्य नहीं तब जाऊं तार घर महान तो स्वभाव यही तारिते पाम और निज कार्य नहीं था जाऊं तार. It's the nature of Mahatma. He has no business here. He is not forced to come here. He has no karma bandhana. But out of mercy descends here to deliver these palmers, degraded souls. Do you understand? Fallen souls. Yes. This is the nature of Mahatma. So Prahlad Maharaj said, no, I don't want. Then he says, all right, if you want to give me boon, then one prayer is there. Jadi dasyasi me kaman varangstung varadarsava kamanang hrudiya sangroham bavastu brune varam. Prahlad Maharaj says, oh Lord, if you want to give me some food, and Varadarsava, you are best of all persons, those who give food, only one prayer I have. Give me such boon that in any time, any circumstances, no material desire will crop up in my heart. Please give me this boon. Huh? Yes. Otherwise, it's very difficult to give up this desire for material enjoyment. That is it. We'll beg mercy of the Supreme Lord. That is by the mercy. That Prabhupada Maharaj said, by the mercy of the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, must beg for it, must cry for it. And that Prahlad Maharaj say, this is the only way. Otherwise, no. To become restless in contact of women, wealth is not an astonishment. Because every living being is associated with such things from remote time, practically immemorial. And it takes time to recover from this foreign nature. This is foreign nature. Yes. Because Jiver Surpa Hoy Krishna Nitya Das. That is your real identity, constitutional position. Huh? You are eternal servant of Krishna. You have eternal relationship with Krishna. What is that relationship? Loving relationship. Priti Samandha. Do you understand? It's a loving relationship. It's based on love. Do you understand? But you have no love now. You have developed lust. Kama, no prema. It's kama. That is it. Practically from time immemorial. And it takes to recover from this foreign nature. Love is our nature. Lust is not nature. So this is foreign. Do you understand? But if one engaged in hearing and the glories of the Lord, gradually he realizes his real position. Constantly, every day, daily comes and hears this thing I say, Nitya Bhavs, from the rise. So then he understands. Sadhu Sangye Nija Tattva Avagata Hana. Nija Tattva Janiyar Sansaro Nachai. Keno ba bhojilu maya kore hai hai. Kende bole, He Krishna, Ami Tabodas, Tomar Charana Sari Hoinu Sarvana. Then he'll say. You understand? He develops greed for sadhu sangha and hears Krishna Katha, nectarian Katha from his lips. Then he understands who am I. Oh, I am Krishna Das. Nija Tattva. Janiyar Sansar Nachai. But what I have done, I have not become Krishna Das, become Maya Das. Many, many lives. Do you understand? Nija Tattva Janiyar Sansar Nachai. Then he'll cry. Then he'll cry. Dash his head. Oh Krishna, I am your servant. Kende bole, He Krishna, Ami Tabodas. Tomar sarana chari, hoinu sarvana. But disregarding your lotus feet of Krishna, I am completely doomed. Cry and say. Do you understand? And cry is like that. One has to cry for it. Then you will get Krishna's mercy. Do you understand? Mahaprabhu Das. That is. Then he realizes the real position. By the grace of such a devotee, gets sufficient strength and depend himself from the state of disturbances. And gradually all disturbing elements are eliminated from the mind. By the mercy of such devotee, bhakta, Vaishnava, Bhagavata. By hearing such Krishna Katha daily from his lips, one can develop this taste for it. And the Krishna descends in the form of that word Sabda Brahma. This is the only way. No other means is there. Thank you very much. Vancha Kalpatarvesya Kripasindhusya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo.
That's one question.
Yes.
somebody has no interest meeting a pure devotee,
Mm,
or not interested there, but there's not that sincere desire.
mm,
It's like I said last night you gave class.
mm,
I had desire to come there, but may not be that sincere desire. That's why Krishna has not created that situation so I can reach there.
mm.
And maybe there may be desire in my heart, so Krishna has created a situation by which you came here.
Mhm.
Just like hog,
Yes, yes,
at
yes.
that time, Lord Brahma was so merciful.
Yes.
You see, he came there, but he
Mm.
was not having desire. So, causeless mercy of Lord, Brahma has created that type of situation by which he, slaughters.
That is the causeless mercy of sadhana. Do you understand? Causeless mercy of sadhana. He courts it. Do you understand? But I say, you are a human being, you have intelligence. Do you understand? Krishna has given you some intelligence. You should understand this thing. And all have been suffering here. But one who is so foolish, so careless, though suffering, still says, oh, I am happy. I am in paradise. In fool's paradise. Fool's paradise. Not real paradise. Do you understand?